welcome. I was supposed to clap, but I missed. So we're going to go to the gym momentarily. I'm going to film my workout for you because I don't think many people will be there on a Sunday evening, because people have hobbies and fun things that they do on the weekend, and well, I find working out fun. And I'm going to film it for you. I'm going to film approximately 6, maybe 7 exercises based on what the situation is when I get there. And yeah, we're going to go over why I'm doing them. I'm doing a leg focused workout. And before I play the footage and I go over it with you, the reason I wanted to have this intro was just to go over the style of working out that I do, that I recommend a lot of people try out in case they've never tried it before. Maybe if you want to try something new. And that is that I split up my workouts in lower body or legs, and then upper body, which is I guess everything else except for abs, because that I do all the time whenever I feel like it. So the reason I do this is I used to split up all the muscles and be like, okay, today I'm going to just train shoulders, and today I'm just going to train back. And what ended up happening was I became I feel, in my opinion, disproportionate in some of my muscles. My upper body was just a lot stronger looking than my lower body. I wasn't a big fan of that, so now I kind of try and do it 50-50. Again, if that's something you want to try, I know a lot of people enjoy total body workouts because they like hitting everything at least once, which is totally a great way to go about it, especially if you're a beginner. But if you're looking to try something new, maybe you can try splitting up your workouts. Typically, a good balancing act would be 2 upper body days a week and 2 lower body days. It depends on your goals too. Some people are just built differently, so I naturally have built-ish shoulders or broader shoulders, so I don't have to work them as much. Whereas in my legs, it has taken a long time to get any muscle on any part of my leg. So in that regard, it depends. So figure out what your goals are. If there's a certain muscle you want to work, say do you really want you really want to make your back more muscular, lean or toned, whatever word you want to use, then make sure you're prioritizing that over the week. Similarly, if you don't want your arms to get any bigger, you're I'm done with any arm muscle, I have enough muscle, maybe tone it back. Just because you have 10 different muscles in your body doesn't mean you have to work all of them equally. You can work some more than others so that you get to where you want to go. And that's another reason why I caution people from getting generic training plans, only because after a certain point you need something more personalized for what you are hoping to get. And yeah, so that's what I tell most of my clients who come to me and they're like, I don't know what I want to do. So I ask them, what parts of your body do you want to improve on? What parts of your body are you really happy with? And going from there. So without further ado, alright, so the first exercise I did some squats in the beginning because I think they're just a really great exercise to start a workout with. There were no bars available, so I had to use this machine. If you don't have this machine, don't worry about it. Basically, I did a squat with a bar on my shoulders and I went down and up. That's all I did. And I focused really on pushing through my heels. I have a band around my knees just to make it a little harder and to feel it more in basically my hamstrings and my glutes instead of my quads. And it really did help me, so I recommend you try with body weight and work your way up to a bar on your back. Yeah. Okay, so these are hip thrusts. Not a lot of people, actually no, a lot of people do these. I just think everyone should, so I'm going to just keep doing them and hope that you incorporate them into your exercise regimen. These are very difficult to set up, so if it kind of intimidates you, use a dumbbell, keep that in your lap, or another type of weight, or just do it with your body weight. And make sure you're pushing with your heels and that when you come up, you're making a 90-degree angle with your legs. It's a great exercise just for building up some more strength, and to also just shape your lower body so you're not disproportionate in case you tend to use the front of your legs more than anything else, which is something that I've struggled with, so that's why I really enjoy doing these. And I was just really happy that I got all those plates in there because it made me look like I was really strong. I like to throw in this type of exercise like in between harder exercises just so that I keep moving and don't just sit there and stare at my phone. These are donkey kicks. Again, I just kept the band around my legs the entire time because I didn't feel like taking it off. You don't need the band at all. It's not necessary. It's not mandatory. It just makes things a little bit more interesting. And I did about, I think, 20 reps on each side. They hurt a lot. Another way to do this, in case you are looking for alternatives, is to put a dumbbell behind your knee and just go up and down that way. And there are actually some gyms that have machines for this, but worst comes to worst, just use your body weight and you don't need to actually add in anything, and it's still a really great exercise. Alright, these are hyperextensions, but they're like elevated hyperextensions, and these are really great for just focusing on the back muscles of your legs. And the reason I keep doing this is because when I first started working out, I did all the exercises that targeted the front of my legs or my quads, so now they're a little bit too strong and much bigger than the other muscles in my legs than I would like, so I just try and focus on that. So it's just an example of trying to use your workouts to tailor them to your body and whatever it is you're trying to focus on. And you don't have to use weights for this if you don't want to. Alright, so after the hyperextensions, did this side lying leg raise. I've done this exercise in a lot of my videos because I just really find it fun and I always feel it, so why not? You don't need any equipment for this. I'm not using a band, any weights or anything, and I'm just basically doing it until I can't do it anymore, which is about 20 to 30 reps on each side. And make sure that you do it on both sides. I know that sometimes we are in a rush to finish, so we do one side, forget the other, and then leave. Don't do that, please. Next up, we have dumbbell deadlifts. You start off light with this exercise, and if you are uncomfortable with the form or you're worried about like hurting yourself, start off with a lightweight or even using a hamstring curl machine of any type until you can work your way up. But I think this is an incredible exercise for basically like adding any type of shape to your legs because you just get so much out of it, and it's pretty much a full body movement, so you burn a lot, you feel it, and it's just like a lot of benefit for like a short period of time. I'm using 40s here. Start off with like 15s and make sure you're pushing through your heel. I have enough flexibility where I can go all the way down like that and I don't feel it in my lower back. If you do feel it in your lower back though, don't go that low. Go to your knee or go to like right below your knee, whatever is comfortable for you. Next up, we have glute bridges. I do these a lot. I think that they are very convenient. I grab a weight from wherever I see it and just start doing them. And you don't need a weight for this. You can use anything at home if you want to, like a book, a child, a pet, whatever you want. And again, just make sure you're pushing through your heels. I feel this a little better if you see my foot is kind of pointed out. I feel it way more if I point my toes out, so I recommend you try that too, just in case you're having some trouble understanding how this movement's supposed to help you. Alright, so the last exercise, and then you are free, they are clamshells. I'm using the band for this, but you don't need a band at all. You can do this without any type of added weight. I think though, if you are going to use these exercises for at-home workouts, it's worth it to invest like $10 to $15 in these bands just because they really do help you increase the intensity and get more out of your workouts. Excuse my face. What I'm doing is I'm coming up, never actually fully like resting my legs down like and putting them together, and I'm holding each rep for about like 1 second. And go on to the other side. I should probably adjust this camera. Oh yay, I did it. Okay, perfect. And then repeat it. I did all of those again in a sequence, so that's why this is 4C. I did 4A, B, and C back to back to back, and then I went back and did it 2 more times. And obviously, like, tailor this workout for you and ignore the cracked phone screen. I promise I'm working on fixing that. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you try some of these exercises out. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye!